Motorsport International Raceway is where we are. Canadian Superbike Championships by Parts Canada is what we're talking about, and we are talking immediately about the XR 1200 Cup presented here in Canada by Harley-Davidson. If I take you back to the start of the season back in May at ICAR, north of Montreal, the first winner, the inaugural winner of the first XR 1200 Cup race was the Privateers Harley-Davidson rider, Cody Matechuk. Took the points lead at Montreal. And Steve, let's go back to that very first race as we work our way through this season, because that kid, you commented that you hate kids, but that kid took the points lead and left you a little frustrated after round one.
Oh yeah, I'd say that he got the better of the first round. He was too aggressive. No, I'm kidding. No, we got off to a really good start, but you know, I just really wasn't sure where my XR 1200 was going. It was, you know, kind of new to it, and I think, you know, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, and I just didn't adapt to the bike as fast as maybe young Cody did. Certainly, Cody was on fire there, and I just didn't quite have enough to get him at the first round, but lucky enough, we've been kind of learning more, and I'm getting more and more comfortable, and we picked up some wins, and now things are going quite well, and I guess we're in the lead. But yeah, I got beat down the first round, and that was kind of it was humbling, but that would be the reason why I hate these little guys, but big guys or little guys, but giving me a hard time.
And Mr. Matechuk, no better way to start the season. What a great start.
Yeah, it was a great start to the season. We got the pole award, got the race win, had a good battle with Steve, and it was real good. And we came in, what was next, Shannonville after that, and came in with high hopes. It didn't go as well as we planned, but from there on we just been backing off slowly, and Steve's been
I think it's because I ran him wide off the track a little bit at Shannonville. I didn't kind of, yeah, that went as well as I could plan it, I guess. But yeah.
You know, if you sum up the season though, Cody, it was at Shubenacadie, especially near Halifax, your Privateers Harley-Davidson sponsored dealer's home city,
yeah.
And you were doing so well in the race, but it was Heartbreak Hotel.
Yeah, it was going pretty well. It's finally we got a break and started getting more speed, recovering from Shannonville and St. Eustache. We were right there, giving Steve all we had, and then the bike quit from there on. We had electrical issues and DNF'd on, I think, lap 11, and that was too bad, so we're going to try and redeem ourselves here in Motorsport.
Yeah. I remember you guys, that was a lot of pressure because I wasn't, it's just a matter, I worried if he got ahead of me, I wouldn't have been able to fight back. It's just kind of one of these things that's a tough track to ride, and the older you get, the harder it is to be strong at the end, and I was worried about that.
Well, you know, the kid has been right at your back door all season long up until that point, and now with that unfortunate electrical problem and the retirement from that race, it's given you a bit of cushion.
Yeah.
But this is a two-race effort here this weekend, Steve, and you know full well how stuff can happen out on the racetrack. This kid has still got an honest shot at it.
Well, now you're making me nervous, Frank. Actually, Mosport's a great racetrack for the amount of drafting and all the back play going into turn 8. And I tell you, the guy with the biggest cojones is usually going to, come out of turn 10 in the lead. But you know, we got Bruce been riding really strong all season. Darren James is on fire, and he really wants to show like all the Dealey's crew from Toronto what he's got. And I know Cody wants to get on the box, and I need to muster the points to try to put a championship together, because I'm lucky enough to be in that contention. So I think I got to take Saturday conservative and then really see if I can give it 100%. Hopefully wrap things up so I can fight harder on Sunday. But I really, I don't want to say I'm not going to race, but I really got to be cautious because these guys are going to stick it to me, and I know I got to stay out of trouble.
A lengthy, illustrious career thus far. How important is this championship to you at this point?
It's important for like Pete Snell and mechanics and the people that come out and watch, but I've been lucky enough to have a lot of wins in racing, and I'm just having a really good time. My sponsor, Motorsports Plus in Kingston, has been really good. Pete Snell did the whole deal for me, and it would be really important for those guys. But for me, I'm lucky to win at 46 years old, and this class has been great. Dealey's has been great. I win it, I'll be really happy, but I think the people around me will be a lot happier. But I'm lucky enough to have what I've had, and Cody steps up and gets a championship. That would be like amazing for the sport, and help kick off his career a little bit, and maybe he can push me around in a wheelchair in about 2 or 3 more years. So, or tell me what hair dye I got to do to get the gray out. I don't know.
Okay, Crevier mentioned it. Let's go back over to Cody and close this thing up. Cody, how important is this weekend to you? Is this a win it or bin it type of situation for you?
Yeah, pretty much. We gotta try and gain some points back from last weekend, all our lost points. So it's gonna be hammered down. We're already out of it pretty much. Like there's not a great shot at it, so it's all or nothing this last round. We gotta try and do something to win this.
Great. Now I'm not nervous. Great.
You yourself experienced problems at Shubenacadie. You know how stuff can happen. This guy might have some problems this weekend, and you'll be there ready to pounce.
Yeah, no one likes to win that way, but sometimes it does happen, and well, we'll see once we're out on the racetrack what happens.
Good stuff.
I think if Cody knew how nervous I was, he'd probably. That's the biggest problem.
Cody Matechuk rides for the Privateers Harley-Davidson dealership out of Halifax, Nova Scotia. He comes, of course, from Alberta. And Steve Crevier out of British Columbia is riding for the Motorsport Plus Harley-Davidson dealership out of Kingston, Ontario. First and second in our points championship so far.